Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. Another 3v3 in the clan war between SA and Jop. If you're a map maker, please don't add text at the start of the map. That will appear in front of everyone's face every time they play. Just a tip or a request from me. So the game, it's a clan war, 3v3, very similar teams. However, we have some subs here. Not completely the same teams. We still have on the bottom team farms here. Petric here. But in the back slot, instead of Yudi, we have Blackheart. Wait. Just making sure I didn't have some sound bug there. And on the other team, we still have Nexus. Still have Blodir. But in the back slot, we have Tagada instead of Ajax. So less rating, but on these subs, but I don't think there's really much less skill at all. Oh, look at that, triple adjacency. Well, that's pretty nice. So the map, another map I've never seen before, Adaptive Actavia. Actually, this looks vaguely familiar, but I did have to download it, so probably looks like a different map, maybe. So again, a lot of water on this map, as there was on the other 3v3. And again, we see Seraphim and some Cybern. So Cybern at the back, Seraphim up front. And that is not all that surprising. The reason you go for Cybern at the back is then you have access to Cybern tech. So that means, you know, their own T2 Navy. Maybe you'd like Salem's. Have a good frigate. The best frigate, in fact. And you have Corsairs at T2. You have a nice drop bomber at T3. Gunships. Even Jesters. And as for Seraphim, well, we all know what Seraphim has. Beastly Commander and good hover. Epic hover at T1 and good hover at T2. The Enzine and the Phobo. And hover flak as well, so these are basically the reasons. And also, yeah, the Seraphim Destroyer is very nice. And the cruiser will do. It's not too bad. So what's the plan? Petric moving to the enemy island. You can see here it's a bit of a strange setup in that Nexus starts here on this island, and because it's only a 10x10 map, he should be able to take the whole island. And you can see Blackheart here is going to help farms. He's very quickly moving to the island. And there's quite a lot of reclaim, actually. Quite a lot of reclaim in certain parts, especially right here. We have a whole bunch of juicy rocks. Another patch over here. We have a little island with some juicy reclaim as well. Hydro and 2 mexes. In the corner, Blodir is moving across. Petric is moving across, but the difference is Petric is already investing in some Phobos and has invested in a naval factory. He's also sending energy to both his teammates, so I'm sure they're all three of them are in voice chat. I don't know if they stream these games. I'm not sure. Oh, Blodir actually dropping build power across as well, so he's really going to fight for this this island. He should take the reclaim as well to fund this, and he's actually making 2 mexes at once as well at the same time. Can he really afford all of this? Let's take a look. Oh yeah, if he gets the reclaim he can, but he has to get the reclaim. Okay, and oh, his ACU has just blocked his engineers. That's quite sad. But it will be difficult to afford all of this. He actually pauses his production, his not his production, his mechs upgrading. We also have a naval factory from Nexus, no navy from Farms or Blackheart. On the bottom, where's Tagada's AC? Still in his base. That's a bit risky. Before 5 minutes though, he's already moving to T2 air. I like it. I like moving very quickly to T2 air in these sort of team games. I think it's the most valuable thing the back player can do in general, because there's not that much option for too many drops or anything. T1 air is very limited in comparison to what T2 air can achieve, and it also helps your economy somewhat with the power. And Farms has just given some units over to Blackheart, 12 units, and with those 12 units and his commander, he's going to try and, well, Blodir's just running. He's just running. He hasn't even taken all the reclaim here. So this is very bad for Blodir now. Maybe the mexes were too quick, too soon. You can see Petric much slower in mexes. He has only made one. He started the second one just as I say that, and instead he's making the gun. No ACU from the top team has made their way down to attack here, and so the bottom team is going to have this whole island very comfortably. Farm's doing the farm special, which is to start an upgrade really early and then pause it. So it takes quite a long time, and your ACU is just sort of useless at the start of the game. Blodir's going to do what he can to at least maybe kill a few units, so he'll have veterancy later in the game. And but really can't do much of anything here. He has been forcibly removed from the premises, evicted with no right of appeal, and we won't be seeing him again around these parts. And you can see it's the air player, the back player, Blackheart, using his ACU very well. He got some little help though, also, it has to be said. So he got some mass and energy from his teammates, which is quite helpful and also very reasonable for his teammates to do, considering how much economy he has access to. Very few mexes. So good that his teammates helped him out here. Petric has finished the gun, and Nexus was not expecting that at all, and this is the most fearsome combo that you may see. It's the Phobos. It's doing massive damage. Nexus is not dodging well at all, and he is in range of the gun, in range of many Phobos, doing huge damage to him. And you can see he can never actually get out of range because he has to continually dodge back and forward while Petric just walks in a straight line. And Nexus is down to 6,000 HP now. Petric almost on his first vet, and right behind this fight is Tagada upgrading to the gun. He better not be stalling. While he makes this, he's not even has some assistance from Nexus, which is very much needed. The gun finishes at a perfect time as Nexus arrives on the scene and is on 2,000 HP. He needs to just back up, maybe get a T2 upgrade or something. And Tagada, it's his time to push forward. It's also dropping engineers, drops T2 engineer and some stuff. Maybe that was a backup plan to make some PDs, T2 PDs to defend, but he has the ACU now. Farms makes his presence known over here with T2, and his Phobos have just raided so much of the ground, and not only that, also denied a lot of reclaim here, as well as the mexes. Bottom team has no troubles whatsoever. They have their whole island. Oh, but Petric has actually gotten into range of this ACU, and he has only 5,000 HP. Tagada, with a huge HP advantage, is going to run him down. And actually, here comes a Corsair as well from the Cybern player, and surely Petric is doomed. He's down to less than 3,000. He's far from a vet level. Down to 2,000. Oh, every single missile hits there, and he is going to die. And Tagada even survives pretty healthily on 5,000 HP. No air control for the bottom team. Oh, they need to gather the inties and maybe they have a chance, but it doesn't look like it. And now, Petric's base, will it be? No. Not full share. Which is strange. I remember seeing on the last game that it was full share. Actually, it says it's full share on well, I'm gonna guess the mod is actually wrong about the Supreme Scoreboard mod. I'm guessing it just read that wrong. There's some bug. Because this is definitely not full share. Petric's base goes up in smoke. And it was looking very bad for the top team. You can see they've lost almost every mech on their island. And now they're definitely back in it. Oh, look at these annoying Zuis shooting over the mountain. Getting some free damage on this ACU. Nexus moves forward, but he has such low HP. Whoa, what the hell? Don't think I've seen that before. It's like the projectile recognizes that it's very close to the ground here, and then so it starts splitting. But holy crap! It's landing all the way over here. Well, that was interesting. So, oh, Tagada drops a T2 engineer and a couple of T1 here, and he's gonna try and build a PD as fast as he can, and he has resources to do it. Now he better start reclaiming, because he's gonna lose his engineers. There is a tank out, but the PD is in range of the tank. It's in range of all the engineers. It's in range of the... Oh no, don't lose this. The factory is blocking the damage for the tank, and well, the engineer may survive, but it probably will go down to the frigate, perhaps. Now a Zui comes out, and it will be defended again by the factory. So the factory is going to tank the damage, and the PD will go down, and the engineer dies to a frigate. So an unsuccessful drop there, but a nice attempt. Maybe just slightly too late by Tagada. So bottom team, well, they're having some difficulties now. A lot of MMLs are out for Nexus, and they quickly are dealing with the defenses that Farms is putting up here. And Farms actually just backing off right now, which maybe not advisable. Maybe he could have stayed here. Actually, he's backing off so he can make the gun upgrade. Okay. And over here we have T2 and gun, Seraphim ACU of Blodir. It's alone, but it is strong. Blackguard only has T2, and I don't think he really has the mass to invest in T2. He's making Corsair and T2 PDs, I should say. He already has T2. But he is going to make a shield and a T2 radar. Blodir also with T2 Navy. He's also been given mass. Yeah, he's given over 2,000 mass there by his good friend and teammate Tagada. Nexus also got a small donation. So, what now? The bottom team looks to be securing Petric's old base, but very gradually, very slowly. And they do not have T2 Navy. I expect they will go to T2 Navy pretty soon. Blackguard also getting donation. Again, Blackguard with very limited access to mass points. And Farms has been conclusively pushed off this island now, which is very bad. This beachhead is dead, thanks to good play from Nexus and his T2 land, especially. These MMLs been very valuable and defended well by T2 and T1 tanks versus the massive phobos. There's a lot of phobos, but there's not a lot else here for farms. Not a lot of Yanzines, just a few, and no flak either. The air, it's hard to judge, but it looks like, oh, that's nice from Blackhair. Just gonna get an excellent trade. Blodir is out of the air game for now. All his inties lost for free. That's really a bad place to park if you're Blodir. And it looks like a drop is being covered by Blackheart. Here it comes. And this could do quite a bit of damage. Tagada also going to lose his inties. So this is perfect for Blackheart. Although that's not a good drop. Not the perfect turn. But still, yeah, amazing air win. And only Nexus somehow has the most inties of his whole team. But he doesn't have as many as Blackheart. And Blackheart also with Corsairs now. And can Blodir get down there? I don't think he can get down there into the water. He has to reach the beach. And he only has 7,000 HP. That will disappear relatively quickly versus Corsairs if he's not hiding behind the mountain, which eats all the missiles. That is not fun if you're Blackheart. He's not going to like that at all. Finally, one comes from the right angle, but still only does about 500 damage. And there is a cruiser, which, given just enough time, it won't need too much. It will kill all the Corsairs. Using its flak and its non-flak, it has a faster projectile weapon, which is more difficult to see, but is there especially to deal with strats. Oh, another drop has been pinged. It's not actually a full drop, sadly, but it has been pinged. Nexus is on the move. He has locked it with his interceptors. And Blodir's actually getting torped now that he gets out of the water, into the water. He may actually be in even more danger because he's down to 3,500 HP. There's no terrain to block the torpedoes. Another torpedo bomber gets through as Nexus goes for the transport. And he's down to 3,000 HP. And surely there's more torps. No? Oh, well, maybe there are actually. Blackheart has the torpedo on his ACU. And it's immediately shooting Blodir's ACU. This does huge damage. 250 damage, I believe, per torpedo. And it fires fast. He's going down 2,000 HP now. Some of the torpedoes being blocked by the Seraphim Destroyer, but their torp defense is not very good, honestly. 900 HP. Another torp hits. Another torp hits. He's at 500 and he throws down a factory to attempt to block the torpedoes. He now has 600 HP and he is out of range. And the air battle is completely lost by Blackheart as well at the same time. He has to run away now. Being in range of 2 Seraphim Destroyers is not going to help. Well, only one actually. This one is submerged on low HP. And he gets away. Again, behind this cliff that saved Blodir. That was very close. Blodir went down extremely low. Under 300 HP. Certainly 2 torpedoes from that AC would have killed him. I'm interested to know if this would actually block a torpedo. I guess it probably would. Maybe you should have started doing that sooner. Now we have T3 air finished for Tagada, and he's only making his T3 Bija now after making a single whaler, T3 gunship. However, his team has actually 1 air thanks to the efforts of Nexus. So this doesn't look too great for the bottom team at all, because if you look, this base is completely untech'd. So there's untech'd Nexus here. There's T2 Navy. There's air control for the top team. I guess one thing that's going for the... Maybe they have the middle island teched a bit more, perhaps? I'm not sure. Do we have... Well, we have half a T3 mechs for Blackheart. Not for Tagada, but T3 air, and the T3 PGen is just finished. Farms is now under attack by the whaler. I don't see any anti-air near him, except this band of inties, which... Wait, what? Did the whaler die? No, he just left. He just left. Where is he going? He's just killing a random mechs over here. Taking no damage. Cruiser being very annoying, attacking Blackheart's structures over here. Both 2 destroyers and a cruiser moving down this way, and they will be able to attack these bases if they can get through. The whaler still alive and taking out mexes. Farms building factories, air defenses, and trying to kill these inties with this flak that he has coming out of his HQ. And now the whaler under attack from quite a lot. It's will die, and it's only killed 4 things. 2 mexes, did some damage to the ACU, very little. It's now regen basically, and it's not a good use of a whaler. This perhaps be a good use of it. Killing this expansion. I don't know, overall not too effective, but we do have a strap bomber now, so just all attack from Tagada. Blackheart not moving to T3R. Does he know that there's T3R? Well, obviously he knows there's T3R because they've just killed a whaler. But he's not moving to T3R. Instead, he's spamming more. Well, he's making another T3 mechs and making more T2 PGens. He's also not really making Navy. What is this strat gonna do? It better start doing something. This ASF has been wasted on inties by the looks of it. Tagada, maybe he wasn't the best choice of air player. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Juicy kill for those inties. And the strap bomber still not been deployed. Has a sibling now. A second strat. Where is it going? It's moving. They're both moving, but they're not attacking. A couple of TMLs here. There's quite a bit loaded in both of them. 8 missiles total between the two. This trap bomber could surely attack the ACU and either ACU and do significant damage. Certainly the TMLs could be killed. They're not stealthed or anything like that. Maybe he wants to go for the base. There are shields. This shield needs to be upgraded to cover more ground. But certainly there's a lot of damage could be done. Quite a lot. Looks like the destroyers from farms have done very well for themselves. 3,000 mass killed by this one, and it's barely taking any damage. And Blodir is retreating. Strat's still not doing... Oh. Nexus has been defeated by farms. I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened. We still have 8 missiles in this, but it's been a little while. So perhaps... I think the only possible explanation is a... is a TML snipe. Farms loses his entire base here, it seems, to, well, his HQ is up here. He lost all his mexes to those 2 strats, and the strats are now dead, and all the ASFs are dead. Let's take a look at the chat. Nexus says, oh, no full share kappa. This is after the second player has died in this game. Petric, of course, lost his base earlier on. And now this is very, very bad. Nexus had the entire mid-island. And now, look at all these units. Where did all these come from? There's so much hover here. And it's just pushing in. Supported by hover flak as well. And there's really nothing to stop this army at all. And the strats have been wasted. Well, that is depressing if you are a fan of the SA clan. Ouch. Well, it wouldn't be the first TML snipe we've seen in the clan war. Not the first that I've seen anyway. Blodir needs to attack now immediately with his destroyers, but you can see some hovers being retreated to help out the destroyers. So 4 destroyers versus 3 seems good, especially when they have more HP, but all these Yenzins should be enough. Tagada stands in Nexus base trying to defend it, but he has a lot of T2 units around him. Oh god, this is very bad. He's not running towards the water anymore. He's running directly into the midst of them, and they're doing huge damage. He's killing some. He will get a vet and get some nice overcharges in. His whaler will help too, but he's very low in HP, and there's a lot of army coming after him. He should reach the water, and perhaps the 2 whalers can at least save him. Oh god, he's very close to dying now. Dodge. He's getting blocked. It's almost under the water, but still his head's poking, and the AoE of the Phobos is still hitting him. 300. Oh god. 400 HP. Don't dodge into them. Keep going. You need to get into deeper water. 500 HP now. He's assisting something, which is extremely dangerous. That's a misclick. This could pull him out of the water, but no. He goes deeper now. 700 HP. And there's still a big army, and the whalers cannot deal with this because there's nearly 10 flak. Oh no, here come the torpedo bombers. If 2 of them land, he will die. But none of them do. He catches all of them quite well. Actually, he's down to 700 HP, so somehow he took some slight damage there. Strangely. And now he's going onto the land because he has to defend his base versus all this hover. He has no defenses. He has... Even all of his factories are building engineers, which are not going to kill any of these Yenzins, and now he has just got a second vet level, 2,500 HP to work with now. Surely it's not enough to survive this. His whalers have died now to the flak. He's getting caught on his own pigeons. He's going to even take damage from the explosion of those pigeons. Down to 1k, 800. This is not going to end well for Tagada. 600 HP. And he is dead. And over here, Blodir is losing the naval fight. Blackheart says, considerably good. I guess referring to the quality of the game. He's quite happy with his 3 T3 Nexus, almost a 4th. And now a strap bomber from him. Torpedo bombers taking out the cruiser. Blodir is not going to wait around too long in this game. I can be sure of it. He really doesn't have anything to deal with both these players, and no way to snipe either of them. Well, there we go. GG. I think Tagada panicked a bit here when Nexus died. Now when Nexus died, it's extremely bad position they were put in. Why that TML snipe? I'm gonna assume it was a TML snipe. I can't imagine it was anything else. But He sort of panicked with those strap bombers. I think at that point, snipe was all that should have been on his mind. Or certainly he needed to take a moment, just not immediately start attacking with the strap bombers. He lost them all, didn't kill that much. He killed some mexes, but lost the two main weapons he had. And it was not a worthwhile trade. He needed more. You can't simply just do a bit of damage in that situation. You have to do game-changing damage. And there was no hope of those strats surviving an attack on this base here. Basically, there's too much anti-air already, and too many inties, which couldn't be cleared out. God, farm's already got a whole host of engineers here. Try harding even when the game is over. So, but it was a very nice move from Tagada to get the kill on Petric, to put his team in a good position. They were certainly going to be in huge trouble if he didn't get that kill. So Tagada give it, Tagada take it away. I suppose we gotta blame Nexus for getting TML sniped as well. Let's just blame. Spread the blame. Spread the blame. Everyone could have done better. Well, very nice game anyway. I enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Thanks for watching, and tune in soon for another cast, probably from a Clan War game. And we'll see you soon. Goodbye, guys.